You ever get that feeling? Like someone's watching you? Not just anyone, but yourself? What if one day, you caught a glimpse of your own face in a crowd? But it wasn't a reflection? Ethan had always been an ordinary guy. Average job, average apartment, average life. Until the day he saw himself. Not in a mirror. Not in a photo. But standing across the street. Staring back. His heart hammered in his chest. The man was identical, like a twin. Same dark eyes, same unshaven jaw. Even the way he stood, hands shoved into pockets, one foot slightly turned out, was the same. But there was something strange, something off. A cold calculating stillness. Ethan blinked, and the man was gone. Just vanished into the crowd. Had he imagined it? Stress maybe? Lack of sleep? He shook his head, trying to laugh it off. But the unease settled deep in his bones. Days passed. Life moved on. Until Ethan saw him again. This time, it wasn't on the street. It was in a cafe. Ethan had stopped for coffee, scrolling absent-mindedly on his phone. When he looked up, and there he was. Sitting at a corner table. Sipping from a cup. Staring right at him. Ethan's breath hitched. He stood, chair scraping against the floor. The man didn't move. Didn't blink. Just watched, expression unreadable. Who the hell are you? Ethan's voice wavered. The man smiled. A slow, eerie smile. And then, he spoke. I'm you. Ethan's stomach dropped. His skin prickled with ice. What? What does that mean? The double tilted his head, considering some seconds. Then, as if bored, he stood, placed his cup down, and walked out. Disappearing into the city streets, before Ethan could react. Ethan didn't sleep that night. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw that smile. That eerie, knowing smile. The next morning, things got worse. His boss called him into the office. Ethan. Why did you call in sick yesterday? Ethan frowned. I didn't. His boss narrowed his eyes. Then who was sitting at your desk? Ethan's blood ran cold. He stumbled through an excuse, but his boss wasn't convinced. Get it together, Ethan, he muttered. You're starting to creep people out. Creep people out? What did that mean? On his way home, paranoia clung to him. Every shadow, every figure in his peripheral vision, felt like him. Was he losing his mind? That night, Ethan locked his doors. Double-checked the windows. Laid in bed, staring at the ceiling. A noise made his breath hitch. A soft creak. His bedroom door was open. He sat up, pulse hammering. Hello? No answer. Just darkness. A heavy silence. And then, a whisper. Right beside his ear. I told you. I'm you. Ethan lunged for the lamp. Light flooded the room, empty. Nothing there. But the whisper lingered, curling in his ears like smoke. He wasn't safe anymore. His life began unraveling. People swore they saw him in places he hadn't been. His bank account showed transactions he never made. His landlord claimed he had handed over his keys. His friends avoided him, saying he was different. And then, the photos appeared. Pictures of him. Or his double. Living his life. Sitting at his desk. Laughing with his friends. sleeping in his own bed. Ethan had enough. He had to find this thing. Stop it, but how do you hunt something that is you? The final confrontation came on a night of pouring rain. Ethan returned home, soaked and heart racing. And there, sitting on his couch, waiting, was himself. The double smiled. "You've been such a good sport." Ethan clenched his fists. "What do you want?" The double leaned forward, eyes gleaming. "I already have it." Ethan's skin crawled. "That's my life. My name." The double's smile widened. "Not anymore." Ethan lunged, but the double was faster and stronger. He slammed Ethan to the floor, pressing a hand over his mouth. "Shh, be quiet." Darkness swallowed him. When Ethan woke up, he was in an unfamiliar place. A tiny, windowless room. A mirror on the wall. But no reflection. Panic surged. He banged on the door and screamed. But no one came. No one could hear him. Outside, his double walked into Ethan's life. Took his job. His home. His name. And no one ever noticed. Are you sure you're the real you? Was this scary story to your liking? Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying stories that'll keep you up at night.